Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle IDOZ from Zentangle. IDOZ stands for International Day of Zentangle, and that was on July 15th. And if you missed it, Rick and Maria and gang did a YouTube live where they presented this tangle, and it was very, very neat. Like I said, if you missed it, in the description section of this video is a link to the Zentangle blog. Subscribe if you haven't already. And there you can watch that replay tangle right along with Rick and Maria. And the step outs there, other samples. It's really, really nice. So do take a look. All right, so this is, it's a neat tangle. All right, and teardrop shapes is what it's all about. So we're going to start off with one. There we go. I keep wanting to make the first one small. You could play with this, of course, you know, however you end up doing it is going to be fantastic. All right, so you do one, and then turn your tile, and wherever you want to put the next one, we're going to hollabow underneath this first one. So let's go this direction. Let's see how far. Okay, let's do it like that. Oh, I might have only room for 3. Nah, we can make it work. All right. What's fun is just to see where it goes, because sometimes you don't know until you're done, right? Okay, and then let's do a 4th one. Ooh, have it come up over here. All right, that's going to be a skinny one. All right, I'm doing more of Maria's version than Rick's version, and that is totally fine. I love it. I strive to be more like Maria and just have it be more freeform. It's a work in progress. But it's so great. Okay, so once you have this, however you wish to have it, then pick a side, any side. It's not going to matter. Actually, I think I'm going to start on this side because it's smaller or shorter from this distance to the end. And we're going to just do, really, it's a C-shaped curve line, but it's essentially, let me just do it, or do one here. It's essentially like we're hollabowing part of that teardrop or flux shape, whatever you want to think about it, behind here. And we're going to do, actually I like to go the direction that's on this side, so I like to turn my tile in that direction. I don't know, I'm just weird. You know, and however you want to do them is great. But as you can see, they're kind of butted up against, you know, obviously part of it's hiding behind here, and then you're butting the top of it up against the teardrop shape above it. Then once you've gone all the way around, then we'll do the other side. And, oh, this one's going to turn out interesting. Just because of the way I have it. So like this, it's going to butt up against the one that I just did. And that's where I was thinking, because it's like if I didn't do this one first, then this one would go all the way up to here, and then this one would be shorter. So that, just to share my, it doesn't matter how you do it, but that just to share my thought process. You know, and 2, do they have to come all the way back to the tip always? No. Do them how you wish. All right. And so I've gone around once and can do it again. So this, because I made this one kind of weird, I was like, okay, now I have to think about how do I want to do this. That's okay. So you can just go back and forth and alternate putting these little shapes in. All right. Oh, I don't have a lot of room, do I? Well, I guess I'll skip that one. This one I could put one here. I don't know, maybe I'll come back to that and see how I can make one fit. And then here, oh, let's do this. We'll really hollabow. Let's go from here. Yeah, that's nice. But really, however, okay, we'll put this one down a little further. There we go. However you want them to end up is fine. All right, then we decorate. Actually, both Rick and Maria divided those first four. Yeah, both of them kind of divided it into thirds. So let's do that. But you can do whatever you want. You can aura around the inside. There's so many things you can do. And we had fun playing with this on our Tangle Time sessions today. And I will show you my results. And could they be different? Sure. You know. And actually, you know what I think I might do? I might just leave mine blank. Except I have more space here than I have down here. One additional thing that you can do while I'm thinking, do I want to even do anything in there? And I'm going to just come out because I like putting that little spiral in there. This one I don't really have a lot of room for. Oh, but I could fit one maybe right here. Could put one to the other side too. But here I have a lot more room. So I'm going to do it the other way. And just kind of thicken, where it's coming from. Oh, and this one I've got more room this way. Because what I was doing was I would see which direction this, which way it seemed to flow better. And you don't have to do spirals. You can do whatever you want. Like that. Yeah, that works. Okay. I really did like the double aura. And so let's do that just to make it stand out a little bit. And I personally think it's kind of neat to have the first ones a little bit different than the others, but it's completely up to you. And this, to me, this just kind of helps to distinguish, because right now it's kind of eyeball confusing. It's like, oh, all these lines, all these flux shapes. There we go. And oh, you know what? I did one. I was playing and I did a zigzag. Maybe instead, let's put just a kind of a big S. Continuous S shape. Oh, I like that. And then it also kind of goes with the curves. I did the zigzag, and I can show you that in a bit. I'm air drawing so that way I can feel like I'm getting this, there we go. Getting the flow of it right. Okay. Well, or you could do that. I stopped thinking apparently. It's a good thing it's all good. And I would go, okay, like that. And like that. Yeah, I wasn't hollow bowing underneath. Now, there we go. Alrighty. I like that. That's neat. Okay. Now, for some shading ideas. Let's find a tortillon. Yes, let's do that. It's always a good idea. All right, well, pencil first. Oh, that's for the white. Okay, I can find that. Oh, here we go. Okie doke. Let's start with putting some graphite where things are. Well, actually, you know what? Let's do this, where things gather. So we'll put some on these ends here. That's always a nice place to start. And just smoothing it out a bit. And of course, depending on how much room you have, it depends on how much fun you can have with the graphite. I have to be just a little bit careful because I don't have a lot of room on this little 2x2 tile. All right, then. All right, let me show you. So after that, there's a couple ways you can go. One is just to do where these teardrops overlap the other teardrops. And so on this one I did this one along with Rick in the video. So here you can see the shading here, shading just there and here, and then obviously, yeah, right there. So it was just on those parts. Could have taken it all the way down that initial shape, but it's interesting because then it it makes this kind of more all one versus this where they seem to be a lot different. So because of that, I think I'm going to take graphite all the way around the outside. We'll get this one first. And we'll watch it pop off the page. Like that. And this is what always amazes me. And I usually do this when I teach the hollow bow pattern. It's like, look at this. This is so much brighter than everything else, even where I haven't put any graphite yet. It's just amazing. All right, but we can do the same with the others. So where they're covering, and just following along the outside of it. And it doesn't necessarily matter what order you do it in. Oops, and I just noticed one thing I did not do in here was to fill in all of the little gaps. And so let's just do it now. No time like the present. Right. It just, watch how it makes it pop as I do it. Now, if your gaps are big enough, I did it on a different one, and I put some little orbs in, and I'll show you that in a minute. Just because the teardrop to me is like a flux shape. And so when I do flux, then I just tend to want to also put in orbs. Okay, now let's finish with the tortillon on this one. All right, and then here. And even though this one, it really isn't going over those, I'm putting the graphite there anyway, because we'll call it it's a prominent part, and we'll just pretend like it's overshadowing those. All right, did I get all of them? I got some graphite in there that I didn't want, but that's okay, it doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, so there we go. Oh, let's do it this way. That way it looks like it's whatever it is, it's sitting on those two, like those are like legs or feet or something. But just neat. Now you could put some shading on the outsides of those if you want. Like I said, I have too small of an area, and I like the way it looks, so we're gonna leave it. Okay, and that's it. And you just get to have as much fun as you want with it, like I said. Let me share with you what we did. So again, on the video, these are the ones I did from the video. So this was Rick Rick's inspiration. This is Maria's inspiration. Just a lot of fun. And see, in here, similar to what I did, but we filled it in with orbs. Again, you can do whatever it is that you want. So I love those. And then we had fun with this on our Tangle Time sessions today. And this is one. And I decided if you watch every day, or even if you don't, you will find if you click on my name or picture, it'll take you to the home page of the channel. And this one I did a couple days ago, or yesterday, I don't remember. It's all a blur. 3D flux. And I'm like, ooh, what a great way. I mean, you can do it as the step out has us do it, but it's a great way to decorate a flux type of shape. And so that's what I decided to do here with some soapstone. This is on a prepped tile with Lindy's Magicals. Look at that shimmer. I forget the exact names, but it's a blue color, a red color, and then I sprinkled some gold in there. If it's a powdered pigment, if you aren't familiar, I have a link in the description section. Go below the step outs. There's my link tree. You will find a link and you can save 10%, I think, with my code there. All right. And yeah, so this was just a lot of fun. And then I added bead line to kind of connect things. So instead of doing a curlicue, I decided I wanted to connect them with some bead line, and that was fun. All right. Not necessarily finished. Oh yeah, not for sure, because I was doing some shading and highlighting, and I need to finish that, and that's going to look really cool. Another one, not that I have a lot of not finished. This was, yeah, purely goofing around, and a lot of fun. I used Jelly Roll, Moonlights, and white, of course. Had used one of the grays, and then so I've got some pink and some blue. One of those, I wasn't sure exactly where I was going, but I decided I wanted to do some Zen bossing, so I got that started. But just so you can see the differences, and how you can have fun with it. All right, and then also to let you know that if you want to just come and have fun with us, these are free sessions that I do every Thursday, unless there's something odd in my schedule that I can't avoid. Doesn't happen very often. But this is what we do. We pick a tangle and then go have fun with it. We look at the inspiration, look at the tangle, I talk through it, and yeah, and then it's just whatever you end up wanting to do with it. It's so much fun. So come and join us. Thursdays, 11 a.m., 7 p.m. Eastern time, that's my time. In the description section below the links to the step outs, on that link tree, you will find ways to connect with me. So I have, you'll see the big buttons. There's a couple places that I post classes. Also on my Facebook page, and on in our Facebook community group, which you can join us on. If you click that link, there are 4 questions that you must answer in order to gain entry. I like to say that every time, because I hate hitting the whatever the button is to not allow somebody. So that's why I say it every time, because it's like, okay, I warned. And it's I do it for a number of reasons. It sets the tone. It sets, here's the expectations. Here's what we do. And it just makes, sure that I know that you read them and understand and all that. So we have that. If you enjoyed the video, please click on the like button. If you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. Again, I've mentioned the description section several times, links to the step outs, and then my link tree for other fun things. And so with that, thank you so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.